So quick thing before the video starts, easier than typing it out or putting it in the comments. So if you want to skip, you can skip this one. This one is low quality. Not because of the perfume, because of me. Basically my camera, for some reason, reset and it went to a really bad level. And so this is like, I don't know, 2010 technology footage here. It's very bad. So just quickly, the camera's been reset. You can see it's better here, but just be wary that the quality is a little on this one. But I didn't want to retape it, and the reason is because it wouldn't be an honest reaction. It wouldn't be a surprise, and that would ruin it. So I thought about retaping it, but I'd just rather have honesty of how I feel about it as soon as I spray it. So that's why I'm keeping it in 2010. Hopefully it was a good year. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's Binky, and we have more. So you know what's interesting is I actually found 3 more of the small vials, and I put them into the other one. Yeah. Then I truly have them all in there, but we are, I think, probably around the halfway point. So let's see. Let's see if poor B gets the shaft again here. I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. Is there 2 in there? No. So here and here, this one. I'm just going to look this time. It was tiger. Okay. So snowy owl. I think that is wonderful. I love owls. I think owls are absolutely beautiful and intriguing creatures. I mean, how can you say no to a creature that can turn its head like almost all the way around? It's freaking fantastic. I'm a big fan. I love watching. I'm kind of a nerd. I love nature cams. And so like if I'm home and I have like a big TV, I'll like play music and have live streams, and I'll watch like nature cams. And I like watching the owls at night. I don't watch a lot of TV per se, except for Korean dramas, but these I will watch, but I don't like the nighttime feeding to the babies because the poor animals. Anyway, that's not why you're here, to hear about my trauma. So this is Snowy Owl, and before I spray it, oh my goodness, I'm out of practice. It's been a few days. We need to see what the notes are, because that's why we're here. She's so pretty. She is. And there she is up close. Love the artwork. I really do love the artwork. So, thick carpet of silver envelops the landscape untouched but for the dazzling reflection of the sun. Snow stretches as far as the eye can see. Yeah, it's been like that here lately too. Zoologist Snowy Owl glides on with the minty opening, while the gentle warmth of musk combines with beautiful hints of snowdrops. Now that sounds beautiful. Intriguing. So, it's snow accord. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing, but here we are. What a world to be living in, right? What an age to be living in. Lily of the Valley, beautiful. Mint, coconut. Now that's lovely. The top notes are lovely. Heart notes, iris, snowdrop, white rose, mate, frankincense, and galbanum. Okay. Base notes, amberette, cedar, civet, musks, oak moss, tonka, and vanilla. I love tonka. I love vanilla. No animal products were used in it. It's made in Canada. Now this kind of excites me. This is a profile that I love. I'm not even going to kid you. Everything sounds intriguing. So I am really excited by this one. Now their sprayers aren't usually that good, so we usually tend to get a little bit more. I had to do it because it sprayed on my arm. Now I'm like almost done with it. Wow. I don't even have to smell it because I sprayed so much on. The ones from actual Zoologist, the sprayers aren't the best, so they're harder to get out. But that's okay. So the first smell that I got was Lily of the Valley. Very much a light floral. I know there was other florals in there, but I did get Lily of the Valley immediately. Yep. Very interesting. And then a mint. It actually tastes good. No, it's okay. I think it's okay. I mean, we're smelling it, so it's going in your body. Huh. So it's mint, floral, And now it's shifting away from that. Well, no. It's going to an iris. An iris scent. Lily of the Valley still in there with mint and coconut. This is one of the strangest perfumes I've ever smelled. I'm pausing because this has captured winter and snow in a way I've never quite seen captured before. Wow. So the mint is very heavy. Oh, wow. Okay, let me smell it on my shirt. It's snowy and spicy and minty. This is one of the strangest perfumes I have ever smelled, but it's one of the loveliest. Like, this is so beautiful. Oh, wow. So the rose is starting to come through. This is, I keep looking at the notes because I'm like, it's the snow accord you definitely get. Snow accord, but there's something kind of making it sharp and bitter, and I don't quite know what it is. No. Is it the cedar? Is it the oak moss? Though oak moss isn't normally sharp like that. But you definitely get the oak moss. You get the rose, the oak moss. Lily of the Valley is taking a step back as the rose comes forward. I don't get the frankincense. I don't get the vanilla. But I never get the vanilla except the last one I did. Snow accord, I get Lily of the Valley has moved past. Rose and mint now. Rose and mint. And even the iris has dropped. Oh, wow. Yep, and the oak moss. This... Oh, wow. More floral on my shirt. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. It's the rose and the tanginess of the mint just coming through. Rose, a little bit of coconut, and mint and cedar. The cedar's coming through. This has to be one of the most interesting perfumes I've smelled in a while. Well, I wouldn't say a while because I've been smelling a lot of these. Zoologist in general. This one, I had no idea. It captures ice, it captures winter, it captures the snow. But yet there's this beautiful floral note to it. And this beautiful cedar mint rose scent with a tad bit of coconut. Oh my gosh. I just... It's so... atmospheric. That's what it is. It's so atmospheric in that it captures, like, I can see like the snow on the ground, somewhere like in the forest, and it's complete like thick snow, and the sun is slowly coming up, and it's just making like orange tint, and oh my gosh, like the snowy owl is going up into its branch, its area to hide for the day. After a night of munching on poor little baby animals. I know mice are a hindrance, but it's awful. But it's the circle of life. It's the circle of life. I get it. Still beautiful creatures. They're doing what they need to do. So it's just beautiful. And now the Lily of the Valley is coming back out. It's so strange. And now the vanilla. So now the vanilla and Lily of the Valley is coming forward. With that mint. This is so strange. It keeps morphing. Vanilla, Lily of the Valley, and then mint. This keeps morphing, and I love this. Oh my goodness. Here it's sharper, but I get the Lily of the Valley, that sharp scent. I'll have to research some of the other notes. I know most of them, but a couple of them I'm not as familiar with. So there's that sharpness, and part of it's the cedar here, and then coconut and a Lily of the Valley is coming through here. So that's very interesting. It's cedar. That's what's making that sharp. It's cedar. You can smell it. It just keeps morphing. It's vanilla, cedar, and lily of the valley now. This is so intriguing. I'm really hoping that it stays on a long time and it's not one of the weaker performing as far as performance in sillage, because I got a good like several blasts on there, but oh my goodness. So I'm going to come and revisit this one because this is just absolutely fantastic. If it stays, this may have jumped straight to the top of the list because this is just phenomenal. It's not what I was expecting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check back in an hour, but let's please stay, because I smell a new signature scent coming on for spring. Okay, so it's been about an hour. I am in love. I know. Oh my gosh. So this scent is just pure bliss to me. I get the iciness of winter, but it's kind of that winter that is slowly melting away. Like I said, the sun is coming around longer and the snow, you think of a really snowy place, the snow is starting to melt and it's not fluffy type snow anymore. It's becoming that more dense snow and the icicles and things are dripping into the snow and spring is slowly around the corner. That's the kind of ice that I'm getting from this. It's not a bitter Arctic, like, well, I don't know if Arctic is fluffy, but like fluffy snow. It's not that. It's more of that dense snow that's been there a while and, you know, we're ready for spring. Little shoots are going to start coming out of the ground soon and spring will soon be there and warmer weather. So this is what that reminds me of. So it's definitely in a bubble around me after an hour and it's a bubble I love. I love this. I love this. So just smelling it like this, I get lily of the valley, really getting that lily of the valley. Oh, that's lovely. There is a bitter note to it. And I think it's the galbanum. I never say that one right. Galbanum. Thank you. Galbanum. So the galbanum adds a little bit of a bitterness to it. And just slightly. There's almost an aquatic scent to it too. That's the note that I wasn't expecting. There's a bit of the bitterness possibly of the galbanum, and then the there's some kind of like ocean. It's almost like a little bit of an ocean note to it, which is very interesting because it doesn't really match this, but that's cool. It may be that the mint morphed into something else to create that. Slight mint, I think it is. I think it's the mint morphing something to create that note. And understand that that's on my chemistry. It may not be on yours. Lily of the Valley, a hint of mint. Mint, vanilla, you know I love vanilla. Mint, tad bit of vanilla with the lily of the valley and cedar. Oh, and the snow accord. That snow accord I think is adding to it as well. It's glorious. Okay, let's smell the shirt. I mean, please. I could sit here for 4 hours smelling this. I'd make it this longest video ever. So on the shirt, it's sharper. It's more of a cedar with a little bit of coconut and bitterness. So cedar, bitterness, and coconut. Very interesting. But on my chemistry, it's more floral, like I said, with that mint and a little bit of coconut and a hint of like ocean accord, and it's this beautiful like snow accord. It's just gorgeous. But when the two mix together, from the chemistry in the shirt, it creates the most beautiful scent. It's not heavy and dark for me. It's just that brightness, like the sun's coming up and everything's going to be thawing soon. It's that little hope of winter's almost done. We're done with it. And unless you really hate summer, because most people are like, I like spring and then summer hits. I hear you. But I actually like summer. But I'm actually starting to appreciate winter a lot more just because it gets so humid and smelly. So there you go. But we won't go into that. Whole different video, whole different fragrance profile. But this is just bright and hopeful. It's like something better is around the corner, and it's going to be warm and bright and crisp. Totally captures winter, but the end of winter going into spring. This is glorious. And the sillage is still good. This one's more of a powerhouse. I hope it stays because it is glorious. This is glorious. Say it for the people in the back row. This is glorious. Okay, so we are done. It has been 5 hours. Actually 5 hours, not 4.5 for once. And she's still going. Now, she's not as strong as she once was, but Snowy Owl, I can still smell her. The scent bubble just isn't as large as it was, and it's more of a personal scent. So I would say it started petering out around the 4-hour mark, which seems to be pretty standard, it looks like, for a lot of zoologist scents, is what I'm finding. So if that's the case, you're going to want to carry it with you, or, hi baby, or you are going to want to, you can get the little samplers and spritz a little bit in there and spray it on during the day. You may want to do that. That's what I like to do. There you have it. So, where is she at now? So, oh gosh, this was a beauty. So, really hard to smell on here. I still get the aquatic scent from here, with a little bit of mint, but it is really hard to decipher what it is any longer on the skin. The notes have pretty much kind of left, but I would say it's pretty much like a mint and an aquatic. A little bit of that spiciness. There's a little bit of that spicy, but that could be the tonka bean. So, a little bit more difficult to decipher. So let's check on the shirt. Okay, so on the shirt, it's more of an aquatic and cedar scent at this point, which is interesting because there wasn't really an aquatic note to it, but yet here we are. So the floral aspect, the vanilla, the coconut, that's pretty much faded at this point. So they stayed for the first 3 hours, but slowly kind of fade out by the third, or between the third and fourth hour. So not a bad thing, not a bad thing, but it's a glorious scent. It really is. The one thing that I will always say about Zoologist, and I love it, is that, and it's just scents in general these days, I really wish that they would last longer than 3 to 4 hours. If you're spending $150 to $300 for some of these premium scents, not this one. This one's $175. But even outside of Zoologist, if I'm spending that much, I want a little bit more of longevity. I expect a lower longevity from brands, not some perfumes that may be, under $40, things like that usually, but I see that this is kind of a trend, and that's okay. It does last on the clothing longer, and again, I'll probably be saying this through many series, not just Zoologist. This is across the board, so there you go. So just saying that, but as far as this scent, I love it. I love this scent. So this is on my list of to buys, and it scares me because I have so many. This year I'm probably gonna end up spending like how much on Zoologist, but I got the budget. This one's really nice. This is definitely on the list for me because it's fantastic. I don't like these notes towards the end as much as I did for the first 3 hours. I felt like that was just a heavenly bubble of happiness. It's kind of funny because at this stage, this is so strange. At this stage, once it starts to fade a little, it has a little bit of a scent of freezer burn, which, it does. It has a little scent of freezer burn at the 4-hour mark. So you're going to want to refresh this, I think. I know I would. Not on the skin, but it's almost gone from the skin scent. But let me tell you, when it was in its full glory for the first 3 hours, it was one of the most beautiful scents and so unique. And of course I went on the internet and read things, and people said it reminded them of like a dirty bird cage, and I didn't get that on me. So just be wary, read reviews and get the sample, as I always say, Because some people are saying it smells like dirty bird cage. And I'm like, do I smell like dirty bird cage? I don't think so. I smell good, I think. I don't know. But it smelled good on my skin. I mean, it was gorgeous. On here, not as much. It's nice, but it was really nice on my skin. So it came through beautifully there. So this is definitely on my to buy list because it just conjured up, like I said, the end of winter. I just, honestly, I can imagine just walking through some remote area where nobody's been, and maybe there's like prints from deer walking through a huge field, frozen field of that snow that's just been there for a while and it hasn't snowed for a few days and it's starting to ice over. You know what I'm talking about if you know snow. It's not the fluffy type, it's not new snow, but it's undisturbed, so it starts getting a little icy and little bits of grass are poking up. It's lovely. It really is. It's that lovely scenery and the sun's coming up and it's just glorious, and the owl just woo, woo, goes up to its little branch and it's going to sleep. It's had a good night. It's full, and it's helped with the rat population. I like rats, but you got to be careful with them. So there you go. It's the food chain. It doesn't make me happy, but it's reality. So there you go. So that's what it reminds me of, those crisp winter days with the promise of warmth. And that's what this reminded me of. And it was so nice that they captured that chill in the air, but not the heavy winter like musk deer. Was that heavy enshrouded winter scent where you're just like, ugh, encapsulated by that coldness and that moisture. It's just that's what musk deer was. That's definitely a winter scent. This is more end of winter spring scent for me, and it's musk deer is dead of winter, while this is the end of winter heading into spring with a little bit of hope for longer and sunnier days. So yes, so if I had to rate this when it is at its full glory, I would give this, oh, it's so hard. It's hard, but I think I would give this about an 8.7. The only reason I'm knocking it down, maybe an 8.5, the only reason I'm knocking it down is because at this point, I don't really care for the notes that are left over. It's very, I can see how it kind of smells like freezer burn and bird cage on my clothing. Yeah, it's just, there's some kind of scent on there that's really sharp and stings a little bit. Not stings, it's not stingy, but it's bitter and it's sharp. And that's mixed with a little bit of the cedar and things. And so I don't know what it is causing that. I don't know if it's the musk, I don't know what it is. And it worked really well when it was mixed with the floral and the mint and the vanilla, but once that moved, it was kind of So this one's tricky because in its glory, it's fantastic, but as it settles on clothing, it's kind of for me. But I still love it. I just would wear it on my skin and keep it away from clothes probably. It's a shame it doesn't last on skin that much, but most fragrances don't. But I still think this is a fabulous scent. It's just I would spray it every 3 hours. So it lives in its heyday, and when it is in its heyday, it is unique, it is glorious, it captures winter and the cold, and I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, there we go. Snowy owl, getting through them. And so until next time, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.